Hi crafters, this is Crafty Sabby and I'm back today to share a little, let's call it a garage sale haul video, maybe. So it's Saturday and I had a lovely day. My son came with me. We got up this morning and I decided to go garage sailing. I love to do that kind of thing just to see if I can ever find anything. Usually I don't, but today I got lucky and we hit probably about maybe 5 or 6 garage sales or estate sales, some of them were. And I managed to find a little something at each one of them. So I just wanted to share with you what I found. So I was actually just online. I was running low on some laces and trims and I wanted to get some, but I really like to stick with actual vintage laces and trims if I can, as opposed to new. So I was really excited when I found some of this stuff so that I have now vintage stuff for my collection to use in my journal. So I found this at one of the first garage sales that we went to. So she happened to have some scrapbooking stuff. So I picked up these tags. These are actual pockets. There's 2. They're by, it says Deck the Halls pocket set of 2 quick cuts. So I'm not really familiar, but anyway. So I got those, and then these tags I thought were really cute. They're actually sewn around the edges, and then they got this little flap. I haven't figured out what I'm going to do with them yet, but they were cute. So there's 2 brown ones and a red one. And so I got those, and what I'm about to show you here for, I think, $2 from the same lady. So this is a really pretty table runner. And so I can open it up. I just thought it was really pretty. I could use it for something for sure. So there was that. And then there was this one, really cute, just a square piece. I've not really seen one like this, but it's nice and thick, really nicely done. So that would probably look nice on maybe the edge of, you know, sort of wrapping around the spine of a book. So I got that one. And then 2 of your regular everyday doily. So I'm not going to say that these are vintage, but they're nicely made anyways. So there's that one, and this one is just a little bigger than this one. So that was at the first stop, or maybe first or second stop anyway. So like I said, I got all of those for $2. So I was excited about that. And then I got really happy because I went to another garage sale, and first thing I noticed was a table like full of doilies. But this lady was older and did not want to part with these doilies for a reasonable price. So I ended up leaving the doilies, but I kept going a little further down, and on the table was a couple of bags of just stuff. She's like, oh, well, those are just ends, you know, what are you going to do with those kind of thing? But anyway, so everything that I'm going to show you was in this bag, and it was $2. And it's just ridiculous what was in here. So to her it meant nothing, but to me it was kind of like I hit the jackpot. So let me just show you. Okay, all of this stuff was in that bag. So these are all vintage. So really beautiful pieces. And they're all crocheted trims and laces, and that's what makes them so beautiful. So I don't know how well this is picking up the color, but this is like they're kind of, most of them are like a beige color. So there's that really pretty piece of fabric here, and it's quite long. It's just all folded up. I'll see if I can find an end here. So there you go. Just gorgeous. Love it. I was very happy for that. Then we have our regular eyelet. What do you call it? Eyelet. So, sorry, my son's upstairs. He's like an elephant when he walks. A regular white eyelet trim. So there's quite a bit of that. And we'll go through these wider ones first. And then there was quite a bit of this one here. Sort of scalloped. Really pretty. So that. And then there's this really, really wide trim. That's just gorgeous. So there's quite a bit of that, as you can tell. And then there's lots of this. Now they all vary a little bit in size and a little bit in pattern, but they're all crocheted. They're just beautiful trims. So there's a lot. There's this one, this one. This one's a little wider, but it's so pretty. I use this kind of stuff all the time. I couldn't even contain myself. I was like, I told my son, grab that bag and let's go. I got to go to the car to see. I couldn't even stand it. So there's that one. Some of them need to be, well, I'm going to wash them all. Even if I just rinse them, you know. So there's a bunch there. And yeah, it just keeps on going. And here's some more, the wider one. So nicely done. And it's thick. It's just beautiful. So there was that one. And then there's this lace here, which is super pretty. And this is like a cream color. So quite a bit of that. And then this is also a cream color, and it's just straight. But I love that. It has almost like a Santa Fe look to it. Love it. Just a little bit of that. There's just some more of that eyelet stuff. This one is really pretty too. This is all crocheted. Really pretty one. That's beige. And there's quite a bit of that one too. And this is, what color? It's probably white. Really pretty. And there's white lace. A little bit of that. This one is gorgeous. I think this is like almost my favorite. But just look how pretty this is. Oh, just beautiful. Glad to have that. So there's quite a bit of that. And then this one is more lace. Has a little bit of, well, I don't know if it has elastic, but it's a little stretchy. So there's that one. There goes my elephant again. And then there's a thin trim, which I was happy about. I like to edge things with that. So quite a bit of that. And then these are so beautiful. These are, look at the color is just phenomenal. So that's what that looks like. So pretty, delicate, so, oh my goodness. I do a lot of things, but I do not have the patience for this, and I wish I did. So there's quite a bit of that. This is just a straight piece. Look at the pattern on that, just beautiful. And this was an old, you know, a very mature lady who sold this stuff to me, and this all belonged to her mom. So I got a lot of this, and this is really, really pretty. Let's see. So straight edge here and then a bit of a scallop there. And I believe that this is very similar, if not the same. And then there were just kind of like some odds and ends, just some lace here, a bigger piece of it. This roll of lace with some gold running through it. So that's cute. Find something to do with that. And this piece of fabric, super shiny fabric, and a little bit of tulle. So super excited about that. I was so happy. I like I said, I could not even contain myself. Couldn't wait to get home. So that was what I got for, if you can believe it, $2. So, but we're not done yet. Then I went to another place, and first thing my eye goes to is this box that says buttons and sewing supplies. And I asked the lady, I said, you have a sticker on it for $10. Is that the whole box? And she said yes. And all of this stuff also belonged to her mom too, who was a seamstress. And it's super, super old. And most of the stuff is all Canadian, which made me very happy because I'm Canadian. And so I'll show you some of the items that caught my attention, and then I will show you something else that's like totally amazing. You won't even believe it. So in there was this. This is like old, let me tell you. Some trim. Like look at that pattern, look at those colors. Like who didn't know somebody who had a refrigerator or toilet, geez, with those greens and stuff. But super fun on that trim. I love that. And then I was also very excited about, now this stuff all came in a box, which I'm going to show you. And then in here, and I always admired when I see these in people's journals. I never had any. I couldn't really find. But these are all vintage and all from different places. This is from Toronto, Markham, Oakville. These are all places here in Canada, not too far from where I live. So I was excited about that. So the buttons on the button card, and I just love that. Excited about those. And that's just a bag of extra buttons and stuff in there. And then the lady who sold this to me told me that her mom was a seamstress, like I said, and I'm wondering if these aren't actually hers, but there's a bunch of those, and I think they'd be cute inside of a journal too, just as a little card. And then I don't know what I would do with these, but these are like the snaps. What do they call it? Fasteners. And so those are like the tops and the bottoms. So I have no idea what I would do with something like that. So if you have any ideas, let me know, because I don't sew anything that much. So so if anybody knows of anything that have any ideas what we could do with those, let me know. And then I was happy to find this. This was another box inside that box. And it's a box of grommets. Oh my gosh. I go through these a lot, you know, to attach charms and ribbons, and there's all colors in there. So that was like a score. So there's that. And then inside this box are buttons. And guess what? This is nothing compared to what I'm going to show you. So I don't know what I'm going to could possibly do with that many buttons, but you know. And then these I thought were just gorgeous. Just look how earthy those colors are. They just feel so nice and smooth. Brown and green. There's blues in there. They're just gorgeous. They're like brand new, but not brand new. It's kind of so that was exciting. I was happy to get that. And then there were other things like, okay, what's so funny about this is, and I don't want to give away anybody's name here, but everything that I'm going to show you in this box is in a pill bottle. So this poor man let me tell you, I have pill bottles from 1978 all the way to, I think the last one I saw was 89, no, 83 or 85. I don't know. But there's a lot of pill bottles. So that poor man, I have no clue what happened or who he was, but geez. So there were some neat things like this, some bling I could probably use for a journal cover, you know, to put the tie, the closure on. And then there were just pieces like that in there, and these buttons are just like, look at that. Sorry about the glare. So that was fun to find. And then more pill bottles full of buttons. These happen to be gold and black. But like there's a bajillion in there. And there they go. And then another pill bottle with these got color, but that's gold buttons. So I'm not going to bore you with buttons, but I do want to show you this. So like I said, everything came in a box, and I can't even get the whole box on camera. But look at this. Okay, there's like vintage patterns in here, but they're so old, I don't even... She's like, do you want it? I'm like, okay. And like a bag of just trim and things. But the rest of this box is pill bottle after pill bottle of buttons. Like, you have no idea. Every color, every shape. Anybody need any buttons? Like, it's ridiculous, okay? There's white ones and black ones and ones with fabric on them. And then there's these, I don't know if there are any seamstresses out there, but there's several bottles with these plastic sticks of different... Now, what I'm thinking they are is, I don't know, at one time, you know, they used to put these in the collars to stiffen up the collars and that sort of thing. So I'm guessing that that's what it is, but maybe someone can let me know what those actually are. Beige buttons. These are covered in some kind of leather. Like, I'm serious, this box is endless. Green buttons. Yeah, white buttons. More white buttons. So anyways, I could dig here for days and show you buttons. So the best part about this is when I went to pay, I gave her $10 and she said, no, give me $5. So I was like, okay. I gave her $5. I was willing to give her 10. I think I would have gave her 20 if she really wanted it. But anyways, that, like, it's crazy. This box is just huge. Look at, it's just full of buttons. I don't even know what I'm going to do. So anyways, oh, and then just one last thing. So one of the last garage sales that we went to, I picked up a few books. I got a couple books on diabetes for my dad, and I found this one, Book of House Plants. Okay, I have to tell you this, okay? Look at this book, Book of House Plants. Now, what would you say if your husband or someone wrote a subscription, like a little thing to you, and like, this is like the most romantic thing ever, and it's in this like strange book to put it in, and it says, "My darling Pat, given with the hope that you will bring some of the I don't know, I think that says pretty of plants to our house where we will share the greater beauty of love. Dawn, 1976. Are you kidding me? Who writes like that, especially in a book like this? So anyways, I hope she was able to get some good ideas out of it, but I liked it because it has a color picture and then a little saying about what the plant is, and I think this is fantastic. I can't wait to take the paper pages out of here and put them in my journals. This was great, and this book cost me a whole whopping 25 cents. So I think I spent a whole 50 cents at this place on a couple of books. So I was happy about that. And I think that's about it. So a little different than what I normally do, but I was so excited. I just wanted to share with you guys all of the goodness that I found today. And the best part was that I got to spend the day with my youngest son, and I was very happy.